Hello and welcome to the Mind of Sunnyvale. I am Wanda, aka Sunnyvale, and I would like to welcome all of my subscribers to my channel. Thanks for continuing to support me and continuing to watch my videos. And don't worry, if you're new to the channel, you're also welcome. And you could just click the subscribe link and join the rest of us. But anyone can like, share, or comment on what they see. So if you notice my recording is a little bumpy today, it's because I'm riding in the car with my husband. He's driving us to pick up our rental car. We are actually doing a quick weekend getaway with our children. So this is the first stop of our road trip. My husband was driving, I was napping. But we're at the gas station. The kids have already gone in. We pumped some gas. So now it's time for us to make a restroom break. And now it's my turn to drive. We are on our way to Canada. I'm excited.
So as we were driving, we were starting to get really excited because we start seeing the signs indicating that we were headed towards Canada and leaving the US. My husband, my children, and I was excited too. We were all excited. And, we got to the fridge and we saw the familiar sign of the booths where you cross the border. And actually, our wait wasn't very long. I know some people have had horror stories about a really long wait, and the lines do look pretty long, but we actually didn't wait for more. It was less than an hour, really, and we got in just fine. And I look to my left and I see the people leaving Canada and returning to the US, and that lets me know what I have to look forward to when we are making our return trip.
So I finally made it to Canada. I'm just going to tell you, last night I was so tired after we made it to the hotel that I didn't record anything. But we're up this morning and we're in, I believe it's called Freshco. It's a grocery store here that I've never been to. So we're going to look around. The kids have left us. So we're going to see what's going on. Let's go. So I'm just walking through, and of course, there are things in French, which I do not know, but it's really cool. I'm just looking at what they have to offer. I can't take back too much of the stuff because, well, we're crossing the border and I can't take certain things back with me, but I'm looking to see if there's something cool I can pick up.
We continued walking around the store at a really leisurely pace just to see what they had to offer. And it was really cool as I was walking around because you'd see signage in English and French, or the products were English and French. And then we looked at chips and drinks and things, and I just really like to see what things they have available where I'm visiting that I don't get where I live. So one of the things, jalapeno cheddar Doritos, really good. Of course, there was the ketchup chips that I've heard of. I haven't tried, but those are actually becoming more available in the US too. But I didn't get any of those. They also had different beverage choices, like the ginger ale. They actually had ginger beer, which I've had ginger beer, just not Canada Dry, and different flavors. And then the brisk tea, it was like a blackberry and a strawberry, which I'd never seen before. And yes, I found a Milka bar. Of course I did.
So I've come to I think it's like the canned vegetables and European foods aisle, which is cool because I see like Jaffa cakes and some of the things I usually get from World Market, but they have some other things that I have never even heard of. So it's really cool. You know me, I love trying out new foods and trying new things. So looking to see if there's anything I might take home. So after the stop at the Freshco grocery store, we stopped by a Wendy's that was nearby because we just needed a quick breakfast before we got started with our day. And things were a little different. So we're making a little pit stop at Wendy's. It's a little different than ours in the US. First of all, this lovely fireplace little installation here is really cool. But they also have some meal items that we don't have, and like a different frosty and some other things. So it's really cool. So I'm about to get breakfast and see what's next. Since it was still raining after we left the Wendy's and we didn't want to go to the falls while it was raining, we decided to just drive around and see what was nearby. And there was a Walmart. So we decided to go and see what it was like.
So we made it to the Walmart as the rain was starting to get a little heavy, but we were going to brave the rain anyway. When I first got through the door, I already noticed something that I had never seen before.
And in case you weren't sure where I was, well, this should tell you.
I, of course, went to the touristy section that had all of the branded t-shirts with everything Canada, everything Niagara Falls. So that's kind of where I spent a lot of my time. They also had a really nice selection of clothing that didn't say Canada, but I guess was a Canadian brand. So that was cool. After looking through that, I went to where they basically had a little setup for pretty much any gift you would get. It was kind of the touristy gift section. So souvenirs and candies and teddy bears and keychains and magnets, the typical things that you would get for souvenirs when you visit somewhere. So I looked there just to see if I was going to pick up anything. The rest of the time, I just looked around to see what kind of different things they sold and what they had in the different sections, because it was time for us to go to lunch. For lunch, we went to a really great restaurant called Wind. It had an amazing all-you-can-eat sushi meal at lunch. It wasn't a buffet, but you would order off of a tablet, and either a server would bring it to you or a friendly little robot.
Here I am.
We tried lots of different things. Everyone enjoyed it. I even got to try Thai iced tea for the first time, and it was really good. So we enjoyed our lunch. Great pick. With the rain stopped, we made our way to the falls. We actually parked a mile away and walked the rest because we saw a long line of cars, lots of honking horns, and we didn't want to deal with that.
Rainy day has become kind of beautiful now.
So I made it. We have come to Niagara Falls. There's a few people in front of me now. I'm going to try to get a closer view, but we made it. We parked and walked down, and as you can see, there are lots of people. It was raining earlier, so it wasn't very much to record, but as you can see, everyone else is happy the rain stopped because there's so many people out The sun is coming out. It's looking a little nice. And yeah, hopefully I'll get a chance to get a little closer to the falls. There's a bunch of people.
Now that we had been close enough to the falls, we didn't really want to go underneath it. We started to make our walk back, and of course, there was a Tim Hortons. So, you know what my next steps were, right?
So we're here in Niagara Falls, and of course there's a big Tim Hortons here. So of course I have to try it. So I'm looking now to see what I'm gonna get. So I'm almost done with my day. We walked all the way down to the falls, hit a couple of shops along the way, got my Tim Hortons, and now we're walking back to the car. So maybe we'll catch a movie, see what else we're doing today. Let's go.
Before getting back to our vehicle, we did make a stop at a souvenir store. And it was a very well-stocked store. It had everything you could want as a souvenir, from cute t-shirts to cups, different types of foods and snacks you could take back. Of course, there was maple syrup and plenty of it. Just a really well-stocked store. So we spent a little time in there, picked up a few things, and then we continued our walk back to the vehicle. But we did pass one of the Ripley museums on the way, so it's pretty cool. We also made time for a family movie at the Cineplex.
So yes, that was the end of our first full day in Niagara Falls. But wait, there is more. So much more. In fact, you'll have to come back for part 3 to see what we did on the next day. So as always, please remember to like, subscribe, comment, and share this video with anyone who would enjoy it. Until the next time, have a Sunnyvale day. Goodbye.